Jerem Jordan, I am Spencer Linton. We are live from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas. Good to be with you. And joining us now on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline from Hawaii, we're all over the place. We're in Vegas and Hawaii, is the head coach of BYU Volleyball, Shawn Olmstead, 16-0, second best start in program history. Coach, great to have you with us. How are you?
Guys, thanks for always having me. Doing great.
And you're on a hike right now, right?
Yeah, I'm just guys are still asleep, so little early morning workout. Yeah, just going up Cocoa Head, I think it's called.
How's the weather in Honolulu right now?
Horrible. Just disgusting. You wouldn't want to be here.
Thank you. We feel much better in Las Vegas, where it is.
No, there's not a cloud in the sky. I don't know, 70-something probably. It's beautiful here.
All right, Shawn, obviously this is an incredible matchup between number 1 ranked Hawaii and your number 2 ranked BYU Cougars. What's your mentality and emotion going into a game in the regular season that we haven't seen this big since probably back when you played in 2001?
Yeah, it's just, I tell the guys that it's exciting, you know, and what an opportunity to be in this position at this point in the season with the record that those guys have and the record that we have. And we're matching up, and, you know, we think the world of Fieldhouse, but Hawaii's right there in terms of the fan support, the community support. So we get to play in their gym, sold-out arena, and so we're excited for the guys. And it's pretty cool, and I think the timing's great for both programs because we're midway through. And we get to really see where we're at, and then we get to also move forward after this match to improve on what we need to improve on for the rest of the season.
How do you feel you stack up with Hawaii? Because obviously both teams are undefeated. Both teams have had tremendous seasons so far. Hawaii was the national runner-up last year, losing in 4 to Long Beach State. And BYU hoping to be right there at the end of the season as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty even matchup across the board. If you look at it by players and statistically, pretty close. And so that's how we look at it. I think it's going to be, you know, come down to who plays a clean game, you know, limits their errors and puts the most pressure on their opponents and is able to ride kind of the ebbs and flows of this match because it's going to be emotional. It's going to be exciting. And so I think we had a great practice last night. I really liked where the guys were at. They've been really business-like here. You know, we've gone down to the beach once and that's it. And the rest of the time they've been focused on kind of the task at hand.
BYU Volleyball sent out a picture of the guys on the beach. Andrew Lincoln, 8-pack? Like, that was incredible, dude.
Yeah, no, Link is like that, you know. Unfortunately, Link had some injuries, and they've limited his playing time, but he's a guy that, you know, whether or not he can play 100% or is cleared 100%, he's going to be with our team. He's a team kid. And the funny thing is, the night before, he got kicked out of the weight room at the hotel at 10 p.m. They came down. I was down in the lobby doing something else, and they came and kicked out Lincoln because he was still in there doing his buys and tries. He says he's got 100 days in a row of 100 buys and 100 tries, and he had to get there. So he just asked the guy, come on, I got 20 more. So the guy let him stay, but that's pretty – he actually got kicked out the night we landed here at 10 p.m. So
wow,
he's the guys went down there just for a bit, and it's a great group, and we were really good about it. We stayed there 20, 30 minutes, and then we're back to business.
Wow, that is dedication to the craft. He deserves the 8-pack. My goodness. Shawn Olmstead with us on BYU Sports Nation, head coach of BYU Volleyball. You brought up the Stan Sheriff Center a little bit. You've played some epic matches and some emotional matches there, including 2004 when you won a national title. What memories come back to you when you are practicing and walk back into the Stan Sheriff Center?
Oh, every memory comes back each time I go in there. And I told the guys that. I just said, man, what I would give to be in this match and switch spots with you guys. That was the last competitive match I played, you know, 2004 Long Beach State, 1917, I think, in the 5th set, and down 10-6, down 12-9. And so I just tell the guys that what a special place, and I feel it every time I walk in there. So we've got practice there this morning. I'm always excited to go back, and so it'll be fun.
Let's finish with this. The opposite matchup is pretty fun. Perhaps the top 2 in the country in Rado Parapunov and Gabi Garcia Fernandez. What do you expect from the opposites tonight?
Yeah, both those guys, of course. That's a great observation, and like I said, pretty evenly matched. I feel like across the board, but those are the two guys that are going to be called on by both teams to carry a large load, and they're going to be, Patapunov is going to be a guy they look for when they need to score a point. The same thing with Gabby. We're not going to disguise that. We've got to get the ball to Gabby to get out of some situation and score points, and both those guys are going to be aggressive from the service line, so it's going to be fun to watch those guys go after it. Those are the exciting parts of our sport.
Shawn, we are sending you BYU Sports Nation karma all the way from Las Vegas to Hawaii. We wish you the best of luck tonight. Power through that awful weather in Honolulu and get to business tonight.
All right. Appreciate it, guys. I always appreciate everything you guys do.
You got it. Shawn Olmstead, the head coach of BYU men's volleyball on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how.
Both undefeated.